Here's today's data management problem. It's called fishing for thermoclines. So I am not going to read it to you, but you'll see here there is a chart that they gave you. And this was tricky because they broke the chart up into two different parts. Really, what I had started talking to you about before is this is what it really looks like. So if I was in grade 5 or 6, I would have rewritten this chart because this is really confusing for me. Now my chart is rewritten, so I can just ignore this. So it's all right here. And the first thing it says to do, it says plot the points to make a broken line graph. This one is tricky because you have numbers on one side and numbers on the other side. So it gives you a little graph here to use. This is a little too small for my liking. So here's what it turned into. So there's my graph right here. So on the left side I have the temperature, at the bottom I have the depth, and I followed the exact same scale they put. So this is the exact same scale. So now my first job is to plot the points. Your graph should look something like this when you're done plotting the points and connecting the dots, because it is a broken line graph. So let's go over the questions. It says here, at what depths should Paige be fishing for small pike? These are the temperatures that Paige should be fishing for pike, small pike. It says it right here. So 1.5 degrees to 2.5 degrees, or sorry, depth, meters. Okay, because they like the temperature 18 degrees. So there it is. So there's the answer for A. For B, at what depths should Paige be fishing for lake trout? So these are her depths right here, 7.5 to 8.5. Because it clearly says in the question here that lake trout like 10 degrees. And there's 10 degrees. The last one was a little tricky because no one knows what a thermocline is, neither do I. So Paige knows that most lakes have a thermocline where the water will rapidly change temperature. At what depth is the top of the thermocline in Lac Miljot? Sorry to all the French people. It's actually where the water inside has a sudden drop. Where does the temperature have a sudden drop inside the water? So now that you have that information, what can we say is the answer, Angela? It's right here. It's actually 6.5. This right here is where I covered the answer. This is where the thermocline is. That means the water below it gets really, really cold. Okay? So the thermocline would be at 6.5 meters. And this is how you would solve this question. So I like the way you guys did this. And this is the end.